Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa. Welcome. If you're new and you love anything craft related, especially Dollar Tree and budget decor, then you've definitely come to the right place. I would love it if you would subscribe by clicking the red button and then tapping the notification bell and all, and YouTube should notify you every single time I upload. I am so excited to bring you guys these Dollar Tree DIYs today. I love the way they turned out. So with all that being said, let's get into the DIY.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing?
Okay guys, so to start off, I just have two mats from Dollar Tree. Now these mats are pretty thin, that's why I picked up two. It's not necessary because this is just an indoor mat, but I definitely wanted it to be thicker, so I just took the tags off. I then take some white Waverly chalk paint and I give it a good coat. I don't go crazy with the paint. I just want it to have a white background. That way, whatever I'm putting on this will stand out really nicely and you can see whatever you put on here. So, after I painted it, the paint took a while to dry, so I just took out my blow dryer and I blow dry the paint dry. This is a really good alternative if you're really impatient like me. I'm always so impatient for the paint to dry, so this is definitely a good addition to your craft stash. So I don't know if you guys remember, if you're following me on Instagram, I shared this wall art. It's just stickers and it's Christmas. It says Farm Fresh Christmas trees, fresh cut or something like that. And I wasn't too sure what I was going to do with it, but I figured out that I wanted to make a doormat with it. So I just place the stickers where I want it. Now, Christmas did not fit on here. These mats are pretty small. So I just fit Farm Fresh trees and then the little cut your own arrow. So I placed them wherever I wanted, and I just took a piece of parchment paper and my iron, and I just ironed it really good. I turned my heat up on high, and I just go over it, and I found that the best way that these stick is to just leave your iron sit on there on each little part for about 2 to 3 minutes. I then take and glue the bottom mat to the top mat, and I just put a bead of glue around the edge and I just press down firmly. So next, I knew I wanted a border around my mat, and I am showing you guys how I did the corner. When you're trying to do rounded corners, your ribbon is going to get all bunched up. So if you just fold it over, go to the next corner, and then fold it over again, then you get a really nice corner. So I'm showing you guys here how I did that, and I also in the next clip show you again, just so that way you guys can see once or twice how to do it. It's really easy. There's really nothing to it. You just fold it over, put a dab of hot glue the little corner, and then fold it over again to go up the side. So here I just show you that again.
Fame and being pretty all the time doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your bars, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into.
Next, I just show you how I ended it when I got to the end, and I just snipped it a bit longer than where the two ends would meet, and that way it would overlap and just look continuous. And that is it for this mat. Again, this is not for outside. I definitely wanted it to be an inside mat, so to me it's not a big deal, but this is what you should be left with. So for the next project, I'm going to take a craft tree from Dollar Tree, the unfinished tree, and I put spackling from Dollar Tree in the hole, which in the end it doesn't really matter, so you can definitely skip this step. Next, I take my white Waverly chalk paint and I just give it a good coat of white, and I make sure to get the edges as well. Now, when I'm doing something like this, I like to do like how the branches would go, so like strokes to the side and then to the other side, but you could see what I just did because I'm probably not explaining it right. I then take moss in the Waverly chalk paint, and I'm just trying to give this tree a bit of dimension. I don't want it to stand out a lot, so I'm just going really lightly. I take a bit on the end of my brush, I dab it off, and I just lightly go in the direction that the branches would lay. I like the effect that this gives. Of course, this is always optional, but I wanted to do this, and in the end it looks really good. So next I take some paint stir sticks. You can use wooden rulers from Dollar Tree. I'm just utilizing what I have. I have a gazillion of them laying around, so I'm just kind of measuring. I have the words merry and bright. I got these wooden letters from Dollar Tree, and I just lay them out to see where I want them, and then I lay it on the tree to see where I want them as well, and I just mark them and then cut them. And after I cut them, they were a little splintered on the ends, so I just sand them down with my sanding sponge that I got from Dollar Tree. I then paint the stir sticks with my white Waverly chalk paint, and I make sure to get both sides as well as the sides, because you will be able to see both sides when you stand it up on the tree. So after I paint my stir sticks, I then go in with my ink in the Waverly chalk paint, and I also paint the letters, and I also make sure to get the sides of the letters as well. So I just let my letters dry for a while, and while they're drying, you guys, if you've been around, you know I love this technique, and I just take the rest that was on my paintbrush from the painting the letters. Sorry guys, I can't talk, but I take the rest and I just dry brush on the edges. And I wanted to do the same for the tree. This small brush wasn't doing it justice, so I pull out my natural bristle brush. I got like an 8-pack of these at Walmart. I think they were like $5. They're a bit pricey, but I've used this same brush over and over, so they'll definitely last. And this natural bristle brush dry brushes really nicely. So after I do that, I take my letters and I start with the N. I didn't have an and sign, so I just used the N for merry and bright. And I just put 2 dabs of hot glue on the letter, and I stand it up. I try to get it in the middle. It's not perfect, but in the end you can't tell, so it doesn't really matter. I forgot to mention that I did have 2 small wooden stars laying around, and I did paint them red. But if you don't have these smaller wooden stars, you can just go with the sticker wooden stars that I used at the top, and that would work just fine. You could, if you like it red, you could flip it over, take the little sticker off and paint it red, or leave them gold. It's totally up to you. So I just continue that technique, gluing the bottom of the letters and then gluing them to the stir sticks, and that way we can glue these to our tree. So I take the other red star, and I thought it would be really cute to glue in the middle of the star for the top of the tree to give it a bit of dimension. So that's what I did. I just took the red smaller star and glued it to the sticker star that I got from Dollar Tree. I took the sticker off, and that way it would lay flat to the tree. Just put a dab of hot glue and glued them both to the top. I then had one star left over out of this pack, the gold star, so I just took and glued it to the back of the red star on the Ann, just so that way they would match. And then I'm just using up the last star, and I can just put away the rest that I had. On the pack was just snowflakes left, so I just put those up and used the stars. So next we're going to assemble our tree. I took the Mary, figured out exactly where I wanted it, and I use E6000 and hot glue for this, just so that way these shelves can be really sturdy and last a long time. So I just put a few dabs of E6000 and then run a bead of hot glue across that, and the E6000 is going to make it last and the hot glue is going to make it set up quick. So that's why this combination is really good to work with, especially when you're trying to make something last. So I just repeated that for the Ann Mary. And for the Ann, I put that towards the middle, and then the Bright, I put that towards the bottom. And you can arrange this however you like. You can put whatever wording you like. I just thought that this would look really cute. And I haven't seen a lot of projects with Mary and Bright. It's always like joy and believe and stuff. So I try to come up with original ideas, and so this is what I came up with. So let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite. So I knew that I wanted to incorporate a bow in this project. I love bows. Everybody loves bows. So I got this red buffalo check ribbon from Walmart, and I just made a simple bow, and then I took some hot glue in the middle of the bow, and I just glue that to the bottom of Bright, and I hold it there for a minute to make sure that it sets up. Now we need to stand our tree up, so I just take a piece of the tumbling tower block. I have a few out because I wasn't too sure how many I would need for it to stand up, but I only needed one. So I took a bead of hot glue on the back of the tree and placed my tumbling tower block at the bottom. So that is it, you guys. I am so in love with the way these turned out. Please let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this video. And I would appreciate it so much if you did like it. If you could please give me a big thumbs up. Those thumbs up really help my channel to grow. So until next time, guys, I love all you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.